Hey friends, welcome to the start of a new vlog 3. Yay. Anyways, in this vlog I'm going to be reading That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human and book 2 of One Dark Window, which is Two Twisted Crowns. So I couldn't wait and I went ahead and got started on the reading, and for That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human, I'm on page 69, and look at this cute bookmark that I got. The little Sanrio characters, and it goes with the book. And if you guys haven't noticed by now, I pick my bookmarks to match the color scheme of the book because I'm annoying like that. And I'm just showing off bookmarks. And for this one, this is my favorite bookmark. It's like this red tassel. It matches like with the red corners. And this is the bookmark for that one. It says, "Wherever you go, go with all of your heart, Confucius." I don't know, I like it. It's sweet. It has a sweet message. And I guess for the heck of it, since we're talking about bookmarks, this is my annoying and very large bookmark collection. I'm not joking when I say I want to color code my bookmarks. I have this cute little purple one, this green one, this one I was using for One Dark Window, this Edward Scissorhands bookmark one, this other one, this one I got from the Ren Fair like 2 years ago, this other one, this other one. This one says, "Live by the sun, love by the moon." Cute. And I need to take off the little handle thing. I got this one on my honeymoon. This one and this one. These are cute. I still haven't used these. I need to take off these little tag things. And it keeps going. This one. This Venus one. This painting one. This other one. This one's my least favorite. It's so basic, but it has a white tassel. I haven't used this one yet because like I haven't found a book to match with this. But it's just the dictionary word for book, dictionary explanation. I don't know, it's just so plain. I don't like it. And then this one. I have a lot of yellow ones. But yeah, that's my random small bookmark collection that nobody asked. I just wanted to show it off because I'm a collector at heart. And yeah, I also got a head start in Two Twisted Crowns. I'm on chapter 5, page 36. Not really much going on, not much I can tell you because I just started. So but anyways, the goal for this vlog, well, the goal that I want to have for this vlog, I think is to mainly read these 2 books, but if I throw in another book in the midst, I might. It'll be a surprise. I don't know which book. I guess we'll find out. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, I do have a 4-day weekend coming up, so if I go on an adventure in one of those days, I'll take you guys with me. But yeah, so those are the goals for this vlog, and I'll see you in the next clip. Hey friends, I'm back with another reading update. I am halfway through Two Twisted Crowns, and of course this video is going to have mild spoilers for book 2 because, you know, it's book 2. But I do have some thoughts, and you're probably like, oh god, she said she has thoughts. They're probably negative. Yes and no. The editing is still abysmal. Like I'm still seeing really bad editing, and I'm just like, Jesus, who hired the editor? Why would you do this? Like, why? Why would the editor do this? Anyways, I had to move you guys a little bit closer. You're a little far away. But let me catch you guys up to speed. So at the end of book 1, the nightmare that has been basically haunting Elspeth's mind finally overtakes Elspeth, And basically the end of book 1 became a possession story. It was kind of creepy. It was cool though. I totally forgot to mention it in the last video, but the end of the book was really crazy. Like, it was like full-blown possession. And so we start this book with the nightmare. You know, he is now in Elspeth's body, but the dialogue and the thought process is 100% the nightmares. And we have, you know, we still have Raven, our scene goth king Raven, and we have all of the other characters as well. Elm, I really like him, and Eon, the cousin that I talked about, also, she's also in it, and she's more prominent in this, which I'm like, thank God, because I really like her. So basically, at the end of the book, when she becomes possessed in book 1, she almost kills the High Prince, and the king wants her dead. And in order for, you know, the nightmare to, you know, he wants revenge, basically, because the Rowans, which is the family that is currently in the monarchy, killed the nightmare's bloodline, and he was the original king. Hence the name, the name of the series called The Shepherd King. The nightmare was the Shepherd King, so major spoilers. And he wants revenge. We still don't know how he's gonna get his revenge, but he's trying to get his revenge. So he strikes a deal with the king and says, hey, I know where that last card is. You know, I'm the Shepherd King. I know where that last card is. I'm the only one who is able to take you to that last card to lift the mist and cure the infection, the magic infection. So the king is like, all right, like, he strikes the deal with him. He's like, fine, you know, I won't execute you. I'll let you live in order to help me get the last card. And Raven has to escort Nightmare to that last card. So that's like the main central plot. Now we have a second plot, which is Eon and Elm. And here comes my other criticism of this book. And it's not like a bad criticism, because I'm like, hee. All I'm gonna say is, how do you make the side characters' romance hornier, sexier, and just developed better than the main character's romance? Like, I'm sorry, but I love Eon and Elm's like romance more than I liked Elspeth and Raven's, and I think it's because I genuinely really like Eon and Elm's characters. Like, I really like them, and I do not care about Raven. Like, I'm sorry, like, he's just bland. I don't care for him. Every time I read about him, I'm like, okay. Or I read his POV, I'm like, sure. But every time like Elm comes up and it's Elm and Eon, or just Elm, oh, I love them so much. And when like their romance started to like blossom a little bit, and the tension, oh, like, yes, Elm is so hot. He's so sexy. He's so hot. I'm just like, that should have been Raven. Why was that not Raven? I don't understand. I don't understand what happened here. But anyways, I just started yapping about Prince Elm. Do you see how he's my favorite? Y'all notice he's my favorite? He's my favorite. I love him. But anyways, I completely forgot to talk about the subplot, the side plot, the side quest. So basically, Elm is going to help Eon help her maiden card, because, as I stated in the previous video, the maiden card makes her beautiful, but it makes her cold inside, and she lost her maiden card. But it wasn't her fault how she lost the card. She was actually forced to lose the card to remain in that state. So Elm's gonna help Eon find her maiden card, while Raven and Elspeth go find the last card to free the town of the mist. So that is what we have going on right now. Again, I'm not near the halfway point yet. I'm getting close to it. I think I'm 50 pages or so away from the halfway point. And that is the update for this one. Now the update for That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. I am actually over halfway through this book, and guys, I am sad to say that I'm not enjoying it as much as I loved book 1 and 2. I know. That sounds crazy, because I was hyping up book 1 and I was hyping up book 2. Book 3 is still good. There's still some moments where I'm like, yay, like, oh my God, or like, I'm having fun. Like, it's a great time. I'm having fun. I'm loving it. But I don't know. I feel like Kimberly is like the author. Sorry, I just said her name. The author, Kimberly. I feel like she's like holding back a lot in this book. I don't know why. I feel like book 1 and book 2, like, it was just like, you can tell like she was just like all in it 100%. But in book 3, I don't know how to describe it. It's like she's holding back a lot, and I understand that this one is a slower burn than the other two. I don't know. It's like it's missing the oomph between the two. Like the other two characters from the other books had the chemistry, and I'm not saying that these two lack chemistry, but like I've stated, it's just I feel like the author's holding back for some reason. I don't know why. I just feel like she's holding back. The characters are holding back, and I don't know if it's because of the slow burn or something, but it's just missing that oomph in this book that the other two don't. Again, I'm still having a good time. I'm enjoying it. It's definitely heavier character driven than the last installment. I know the last installment I talked about how it's more character driven than plot driven. This one is way more character driven than plot driven. Like they're kind of meandering right now, and then like a lot of dialogue, a lot of getting to know each other. And as I stated before, guys, I need my plot, and I think that's probably what's affecting this. And there is a plot. I'll talk more about it near the end of the vlog, but yeah, I'm a little disappointed. Like I'm not 100% pulled in. I'm still gonna finish it, obviously still enjoying it, but I'm hoping I can finish this book by the end of this week. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book by the end of this week. It's just a little chunkier, but yeah, so I will see you guys with another update. Hey guys, no update, just chilling, eating my nachos right after work. No vibes, brain dead. Work has been kicking my ass. No, I have not read more. Yeah, that's my update. All I know is how am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions? Tell me, cause I'm tired. All right guys, it is the next day and I did not do any reading. After the whole book on haul thing, I showered, went straight to bed, and I took my book with me upstairs, but then I literally just was so brain dead. I zoned out and just watched like TikTok and YouTube videos. I just did not have the brain power to read. So no reading was done, but today I am getting matching tattoos with Nicole. So I'm gonna get some iced coffee first from Dunkin', and then I'm gonna take you guys with us to get our tattoos. Hey friends, we made it to the end of the vlog and I finished 2 Twisted Crowns. My final rating is 2 stars. Yeah. 2 stars. A waste of my time, respectfully. I don't know how to be nice with my review. Like, I've even written down some notes to try to be more objective. But I guess when it comes to reviews, it's all subjective, right? It's just an opinion. But when I finished this, I was angry and frustrated. Let me tell you why. And honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna tell you guys this without any spoilers, but I'm gonna try my best, okay? So I'm gonna try to make this spoil-free, but I don't recommend the book. So if you're trying to read this book, I mean, read it, but like, you're not missing out. But anyways, when I picked up Miss One Dark Window, I knew that this book was about a female main character going through her own shit, right? This whole, what is it, almost 400 pages of her going through her own shit. Tell me why the sequel, we're following Raven and Elm in their journey. Miss Elspeth got pushed aside in her own story, in her own book. I didn't pick this up to read about two dudes on their own adventure. No, I picked up a book about a girl with a 500-year-old monster stuck in her head. So why are the main characters Elm and Raven? And why are we following Raven and his journey, his story? This is like 400 pages of Raven discovering himself. Elspeth is just put to the side, and anytime it's Elspeth's chapters, it's like the nightmare's memories. So she's like non-existent. That is, hello? The disrespect. They disrespected Elspeth. Okay? I was angry this the whole time. I'm like, this was about her. I wanted to read about Elspeth, her. Literally, it says maiden, monster, martyr. Where was the maiden? She was not in this book. She was nowhere to be found. Okay. I know, you know the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I could just end the vlog right here because I ain't got nothing nice to say about this book. This is like, this duology is literally book talks, like sweethearts. Like everybody's always raving about these books. I gave the first one 4 stars. I get it. You know, obviously it had some work to do. Like it had some more editing to go through, some stuff that could have been tweaked, but I give 4 stars because it was enjoyable. But everybody and their mama on TikTok talking about the second book is way better. How? We got Elm, Prince Renelm, and the cousin Eon being the main love interests. And like, don't get me wrong, it was like hot at first, like the tension was there. I was like, ooh. But then it was like insta-lovey and they were like the main focus. Like Raven and Elspeth had zero romantic interactions. They're the main love interest in book 1. What? Confusion. Hello? And like, everybody was so one-dimensional. Like, no one had a personality. Like, okay, first of all, I don't even like Raven, so you best believe I was big mad that he was the main character and like most of the POVs was Raven. And I'm like, oh great, the boring character gets all of the spotlight. And he was boring. He had no personality. I saw like 0 character development. The only person who had somewhat of a character development was Elm, but slightly. Like in the beginning, like I said, I really liked him and Eon's like little tension, little side quest, but then it just felt like they were meandering. Nothing was really happening. I feel like both Eon and Elm just stalled, like character-wise, like near the end. Especially after Eon found her maiden card. She just became bland. I was like, okay, where is that badass from the beginning? Like I'm talking about, she was killing people in the beginning, and at the end is like she only spoke a few words, and I'm like, okay. Elm also got bland. He was my favorite character, and he became bland. I had to read about Raven. I was fighting for my life. I don't want to read about this man, but I had to. And then my poor girl Elspeth, she was done so dirty. Like you know, the nightmare possessed her. And I thought this book would be about her finding herself, her fighting through the possession, or maybe even fighting alongside the nightmare, which she did a little bit, but not like in that capacity. No, girl, she was pushed to the side. Her chapters were only used to like tell a backstory about the nightmare, which was cheap to me. And no character development for her. no character progression for her, nothing. Just, she was just used for plot purposes, and that is just so disrespectful to me. Like, I hate when female characters are only used for plot progression. That is such an ick. I hate it. And unfortunately that's what happened with Elspeth here. She was just, the main character was just pushed aside and only used for like plot devices, and that's it. And I'm just like, wow. And then instead we just have 2 male characters that took over, and I'm like, wow, great, lovely. So yeah, I have a lot of anger towards book 2, and I just find it fascinating that everybody loved and raved book 2, and I'm just over here like, what? But I guess that's just greatness about opinions. Like, it's really, really interesting to see people's like opinions. Like, everyone was saying like this was so like enthralling and like heart-wrenching, and I'm over here like, wow, we read 2 different books because I was mad as hell. The end. I wanted to DNF 7 times. 7 times. I was fighting for my life. 7 times fighting for my life. And the grammatical errors were still here. I've seen so many typos. I just stopped caring. I'm like, well, I guess that didn't change. So many improper sentence structures, grammatical errors. I just stopped being surprised. I was like, okay, I guess whatever. It just sucks because One Dark Window had so much potential. Like, it was such a unique story to me. And again, I really enjoyed book 1 besides all of its glaring flaws, but book 2 just really killed me. And I personally don't really recommend the series or the duology to you guys. I mean, obviously you're more than welcome to read it. This almost put me into a reading slump. I had to fight it. I actually, near the end, I was skimming. I was like, because I refuse to be put in another reading slump. So yeah, this was a disappointment. This is gonna go into the unhaul pile. I'm not keeping these. It's so sad that I'm not. I had high hopes, high expectations, but it is what it is. So to the unhaul pile. And the next, not as disappointing, but a little disappointing book, The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Human. I know I talked about it briefly earlier in the vlog, but here are my actual thorough thoughts, and it was okay. It was not bad. It was still enjoyable. I still had so much fun with the book. Kimberly Lemming has a way with writing her stories. Like, I genuinely enjoy the way she writes her characters, and the dialogue is just, it's hilarious. And she's like an instant buy for me. So any other books that she publishes in the future, I'm instantly buying. But I guess the reason why this last book in the trilogy didn't hit was just because I just had my own expectations. The couple in this book is Dante and Cinnamon's lost sister, Cherry. And in book 1, Cinnamon always talked about her sister Cherry and like in the guilt that she felt because she felt like her sister died because of her. And so when I found out that book 3 was about Cherry, I thought that was a perfect way to just finish the trilogy, right? I thought that near the end there's going to be like an emotional meeting with Cinnamon and the family, but there wasn't. It was just, this was pure character driven. There really wasn't much of a plot except for, you know, the fact that Cherry wanted to go home, Dante was trying to make her fall in love with him, and the reunion happened at the epilogue. I think it's the epilogue. Yes, it happened in the epilogue. And I mean, it was like, to me, it was so like, aw, because like they're finally together. But I don't know, I thought maybe like a good 50 or so pages could have been like that, just her reunion with the family, and that would have just been like, you know, but it kind of wasn't. And it's okay. That's just like a personal thing at this point now, that, you know, it's not really like a con like where I'm like, this book sucks because da, da, da. I'm just saying my expectations, I just kind of wish they focused more on the reunion at the end, but that's just personal. That's just a personal thing. But I will say that the couple didn't really pull me in like the other two. I felt like they were a little flat and it just felt a little repetitive, but other than that, it wasn't like drastic. It wasn't like, oh my god, this book's, no. I still had tons of fun. I give the whole trilogy 4 stars. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. Even, you know, even if the last book of the trilogy was not my favorite, it's still really enjoyable. And I feel like if you're looking for something fun and funny and just something that isn't like, doesn't take itself seriously, you're just looking for a good time, the trilogy just perfect, 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 perfect. It's still perfect. I loved it. I still loved my journey, and yeah. So with that being said, the big question now is, what is your girl going to read next? Well, I'm super excited about this one. I'm finally reading, I gotta like look, because these titles be long. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm reading it on my Kindle because I have KU, or Kindle Unlimited, and I'm so excited. It's about vampires, and y'all know I love vampires. So she's next, and I'll be reading her for the next vlog. I'm also, speaking of vampires, going to read, my roommate is a vampire, so we got 2 vampire books that we are reading, and a bonus because your girl went to the library and Evocation dropped by S.T. Gibson, which she wrote by S.T. Gibson, and she's the author that wrote one of my favorite vampire books, A Dowry of Blood. If y'all have not read this yet, please do. Okay, her writing is so beautiful. So when I heard that this book was dropping and that my library had it, I ran to the library and I picked it up. So I don't really remember what it's about, but I mean I did read the summary, but I'll be forgetful, y'all. And look, it comes with like its own little bookmark thing, so I don't need a bookmark for this one. I'm going to read this, so I'm excited. So these are the 3 books that we shall be reading. Will I finish these? I don't know, guys. I'm a slow reader, and it's hot girl summer, so I'm trying to be out, and it's just nice outside. I want to be outside, and summer's usually my busy season, so I don't get that much reading in because I'm just always outside. So we will see. I guess I can technically make this my June TBR, and if you don't know what TBR means, it's to be read. I try to keep it at a minimum of 3 or 4 because, like, let's be real, I don't read more than 3 to 4 books a month. So I think this is a perfect amount for this month. I really wish I was one of those girlies that read 20 books a month. That's like crazy to me. I wish that was me. Trust me, like if I can get paid to just read all day every day, I would. I absolutely would, but I don't. So 3 to 4 will be. Another exciting news, as you've seen earlier in the clip, I got matching tattoos with the bestie. You can't really see it. Dang, you can't even like see it, kind of. But we got the word Vienna tattooed on our wrist, and it's from our favorite Billy Joel song, and that song just means so much to us. Basically, if you don't know about the song, it's just telling you to slow down, hold on, slow down, live life. You're gonna get old, period. And it resonates with me so much because I had a time last year where it was rough, and that song tethered me. Okay, it grounded me and made me realize that life is short. Live your life, enjoy life. And yeah, that song just means so much to me. And we got this cardinal sign. So Nicole is a Capricorn, I'm a Libra. We are cardinal sisters. She is a winter sign and I am a fall sign. And yeah, so we got that because that's the sign for cardinal signs. So yeah, I can't believe I broke this arm. I have no tattoos on this arm. I have half the sleeve here, and I need to finish this, by the way. My tattoo artist already scolded me. She's like, when are we finishing the arm? And I'm like, girl, when I got money. Anyways, so maybe I'll have a little bit more tattoos on this arm. I don't know. But yeah, that's the other little side notes. Anyways, guys, this wraps up our vlog 3, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.